Hey everyone, today's video is about when you go missing after your breakup with him. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. You couldn't help believe what had just happened. Bakugou, your fiery and passionate lover, had just broken up with you. The words echoed in your mind as you walked away from him, feeling like your heart was being torn apart. Why? You managed to choke out, mere voice trembling with emotion. Bakugou's expression was cold and distant, a stark contrast to the warmth that you were so used to. Seeing in his eyes, "I can't do this anymore," he replied curtly, turning away from you. You stood there, feeling lost and confused. You had thought that your relationship was strong, that you and Bakugou were meant to be together, but now it felt like everything that you had built together was crumbling before your eyes. Unable to bear the pain of being near him any longer, you turned and walked away, tears streaming down your cheeks. You didn't know where you were going, only that you needed to be away from him. Days turned into weeks, and still, you couldn't shake the feeling of emptiness that consumed you. You tried to distract yourself with work and training, but nothing could fill the void that Bakugou had left behind. One evening, as you were walking home from the gym, you felt a chill run down your spine. It was as if someone was watching you, lurking in the shadows. You quickened your pace, your heart pounding in your chest. Suddenly, you felt a hand grasp your arm, pulling you into a tight, dark alley. Before you could react, a cloth was pressed against your mouth, and everything went black for you. When you woke up, you found yourself in a dimly lit room, your hands and feet bound with rope. Panic surged through you as you struggled against your strains, trying to make sense of what was happening to you. Hey, calm down," a familiar voice said from across the room. Your heart skipped a beat as you looked up to see Bakugou sitting there, his expression filled with concern. "Bakugou?" he whispered, your voice hoarse from shouting. "Yeah, it's me," he replied, his tone softer than you have heard it before. "I found you, but we need to get out of here before they come back. How long have I been here? Who are they? What's going on?" Confusion washed over you as you tried to process these words. Bakugou sighed, running a hand through his hair in frustration. "I'll explain everything later. Right now, we need to focus on getting out of here." With Bakugou's help, you managed to free yourself from the restraints, and together, you made your way out of the dark, abandoned building. As you emerged into the cool night air, you couldn't help but feel a sense of relief wash over you. Once you were safely outside, Bakugou pulled you into a tight embrace, holding you close, as if he never wanted to let you go. "I'm sorry," he whispered, his voice breaking with emotion. "I never should have let you go." Tears welled up in your eyes as he buried your face in his chest, feeling a flood of emotions wash over you. After all, after everything that happened, you knew that you still loved him, and he loved you too. As you held on to each other, you couldn't shake the feeling of disbelief at the turn of events. How had you ended up in such a dangerous situation, only to be rescued by the very person who had broken your heart? Bakugou gently pulled away, his intense gaze meeting yours. "I need to tell you something," he began, his voice serious. You nodded, still trying to process everything that happened. "What is it?" He took a deep breath, steeling himself before speaking up. "I broke up with you because I thought it would keep you safe. I knew someone was after me, and I didn't want you to get caught in a crossfire." The weight of his words hit you like a ton of bricks. Bakugou had ended your relationship just to protect you, to keep you out of harm's way. The realization brought tears to your eyes as you reached out to touch his cheek. "You idiot," he whispered, a mixture of relief and frustration washing over you. You could have just told me. I wouldn't have told you to do that, you know? Baku's expression softened, guilt flickering in his eyes. I know, and I'm sorry. I didn't handle it the right way. You sighed, feeling a wave of forgiveness wash over you. Despite the pain of his actions, you know that Bakugou had always had your best interests at heart, and not seeing him vulnerable before you, you couldn't help but feel a renewed sense of love and affection for him. We'll figure it out together, you said, determination lacing your words. Whatever comes our way, we'll face it as a team. A small smile tugged at the corners of his lips as he pulled you closer into another embrace. Yeah, as long as we're together, nothing can really stop us. And as you stood there, in the glow of the street lights, wrapped in his arms, you knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, you would always find your way back to each other. For in the depth of your love, you had discovered a strength that could conquer even the darkest of days. As the night stretched on, you and Bakugou walked hand in hand through the street lights, the cold breeze brushing against your skin. With each step, you felt a sense of hope and determination grow within you. Despite the obstacles that had been thrown your way, you knew that as long as you had each other, you could overcome anything. Eventually, you found yourself standing on a quiet rooftop, the city lights twinkling below you. It was a moment of peace amidst the chaos of your lives, a moment to cherish each other's company and reflect on the journey that had brought you here. I love you, Baku whispered, his voice soft but filled with sincerity. Tears welled up in your eyes as you looked up at him, the weight of his words filling you with warmth. I love you too, you replied, your voice trembling with emotion. In that moment, as you stood there, together, gazing out at the vast expanse of the city below, you knew that no matter what the future held, you would face it side by side, for in each other's arms, you had found a love that was stronger than any obstacle, a love that would endure through the trials and tribulations of life. And as the first light of dawn began to creep over the horizon, you made a solemn vow to hold on to that love, to cherish it and to never let it go. For in the end, it was the love that you shared with Bakugou that had guided you through the darkness and led you back into the light. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye.